Can you hear me in the back, okay? I'm a professor in the communication area of the school, so about 80 of you have me in your business communication throughout the year. I'm going to be your guide throughout today's meeting. And really the goal of today's meeting is to give you a nice overview of what you're going to experience during this semester. We've heard a lot about the integrated project. We're going to give you a nice overview of what that exactly means. We're going to have a Q&A session towards the middle part of this meeting. And it is a large group. Some people feel uncomfortable asking questions in front of everyone. So if you can take out your smartphones now, this will probably be the only time I say this in class, but take your smartphones out now. And if you have a question that you want answered during this meeting, you can email us. And during this meeting, we have somebody checking this email account, and they're going to filter your emails. So don't send any anonymous emails. Your questions probably won't get answered during our reading session. If they don't, I'm sorry about that in advance. But we're going to stick around at the end to answer any of your questions. Obviously, you're going to see us on and off throughout the semester. There are a couple of key stakeholders I want to introduce you to several faculty members, but I can't introduce you all. So there are key individuals that I want to introduce you to. And this is first. Great. And you want to be very good friends with her because she tells me throughout the sophomore year. There's another key person I want to meet, and that is somebody. Both of those individuals will be behind the scenes, and so they'll be here during the Q&A session. If you have technical questions, I'll be able to answer questions from a faculty perspective. I've also asked folks who are in your shoes this time last year, current juniors, to come back and visit you to really have a candid conversation about what is this new curriculum like, and what is the integrated project like. Great. So throughout this program, go ahead and use that email address to solicit questions. So this is our agenda for today. We're first going to take a look at the big picture in terms of what does the overall integrated curriculum look like from freshman year to senior year. Second, we've heard a lot about the integrated project that I would call a consulting project. That's the language we're going to use moving forward. We'll have to see what that's going to look like in action. We'll have that Q&A panel I promised. And then we'll take a look at the next steps, those key deliverables that we need to submit after today, because the next integrated project class. But first, let's take a look at the big picture. I'm going to show you a brief video. You might have seen it. But it's about 3 minutes, and it does a nice job of giving you an overall sense of what we're trying to accomplish with this new integrated curriculum.
In our prior education in high school and then again in college, we've always compartmentalized our classes. And so the integrated core means you look at everything from 100 different angles. It's challenging for avoiding because you understand how to construct. Our core takes the approach of rather than taking your communication class, your management class, your marketing and accounting class, it integrates across those. That's really what we try to do in the core curriculum is cut across every aspect of business so that our students, while they major in 1 or 2 areas, will still have a general understanding of how a business itself will function.
Everything has been designed to give students skills that they need to be successful.
It begins in the freshman year with a ground floor class, which is essentially like a business 101 class. And it involves students getting exposure to so many different areas of business through guest speakers, a business proposal project, and written assignments that relate it to the real world.
Then they move on to the sophomore year, where they work in a small group to complete the integrated project. Students work in a team, 5 to 6 students, and their they're charged with the responsibility of analyzing the company, and they're tasked with the challenge of serving as consultants to them.
It's only due during the years companies analyze it from a different class perspective. And although it's very difficult at times, it's a very good idea to see how business integrates to make a corporation work.
Now, with our separate classes, we're able to analyze this company, not just in one perspective, but in many. You really get to combine everything you learn from each of these classes into one project.
So in the integrated core, you develop a team and you have to work towards your competition and create the best presentation with a group of 5 students. Each student has the opportunity to really learn what it is that they are interested in and apply it both in the classroom and out of the classroom with the competition.
To see that students can do so much in such a short period of time is such really important.
I feel like participating in the core, I've definitely developed my critical thinking skills through all the projects that we do and the classes. And I like that a lot of times the integrated projects are very open-ended. So not only do you have to come up with the solution, but you also really have to come up with the problem.
They often experience a number of obstacles, a number of challenges when trying to apply what they learn in the classroom. And that's part of their learning experience.
These students are so well prepared for the world. And as someone who teaches in the world, this is extremely sensitive to see how far they can come in a short time. And I know that they're going to do well.
And so to be in school and get real world business experience is invaluable. I really believe it's going to make you an exceptional business practitioner.
Any comments or questions? We didn't get any questions? All right. Any questions? Okay. Got questions? And we'll also solicit questions for we will not reveal your name if we do the kickoff questions. So feel free to, if you have a question, chances are everyone else knows. So there are 4 key themes that will really be embedded throughout the curriculum in the freshman year and senior year. And it really helps make us different from other programs. It really strives to strive to have an entrepreneurial vision to make you think like an entrepreneur. We really want to sharpen your critical thinking skills. We want to make sure that we care for you as a whole person. And also make sure you have opportunities to close the gap between the classroom and the world in terms of applying learning. This is something new that we've established that really helps give you an overall framework for what you're going to experience. So number 1, reflects your freshman year, just completed that. During that year, the integrated project you completed was the start business plan. And you completed several supporting courses, including the ground code course and several liberal arts core courses. Now we've moved on to your sophomore year, and you see this is the most intensive in terms of the value courses. The first semester, the semester you're in now, the theme is teamwork. Everybody else will be on the team. And the integrated project you're going to complete this semester, you saw that in the video, that's your consulting project. You're going to zero in on that in a few seconds. Next semester, the theme is exploration. And there you work on a career development project where you look at your professional interests and explore different careers that might match those interests. And you're going to talk to people in your desired career fields. The third year is the financial model project, and the there is analysis. And the fourth year, you're really trying to see about strong leadership and development. Let's focus in a little bit more on that consulting project for this semester. You received a sheet as you came in today. Is anybody's name not listed on the sheet that you received? If that's true, we need to resolve that now for the meeting. So everybody's name is on the sheet that they received. Is that correct? Great. All right. So you see on the sheet, you You want to use another whole day, great. And you also see the ticker code at the bottom of the that team is the team you're going to work with through the entire semester. Future semesters will be more on the reasons. And at the end of this orientation session, you'll actually get a chance to meet your teammates. And that client organization is the client organization you're going to work with the entire semester. And there were several factors in terms of making decisions about which organizations we chose. And when you go to your individual classes, it will explain why you chose this organization, especially your conference. So throughout the semester, you're going to conduct in-depth analyses to examine the scope and dimensions of your client organization. And there are going to be different deliverables in your different courses, so I'm just giving you a very broad overview of what you're going to accomplish in this semester. Your different professors in your individual courses will explain what the in-depth analysis is going to be about. Then you're going to identify one business challenge that you want to tackle. Of course, this is not in-depth brainstorming session with your team and your professors. And then you propose an innovative solution that will help take your organization to the next level, that will really help drive your success. So throughout the semester, you're traveling in a cohort. And in your cohort, there are 6 teams. And that cohort of 6 teams will travel from course to course to course through all your separate classes. The same cohort will have the same set of professors. So we'll be asking you to work with your team often throughout the semester in individual classes. Each cohort is assigned one consulting project coach. They're not there to answer all your questions. They're not there to do the work for you. These are professors, and they're really to help challenge your thinking, to raise questions that you need to answer, and perhaps help you make linkages between what you're learning in your class and your consulting project. That's ultimately your responsibility. We've created our own university. We know that taking 7 classes can be difficult in terms of managing your time and organizing your workload. So we have an online portal that really captures your daily schedule and captures all of the deliverables for all of your classes. And we call that Kickoff. In terms of expectations, you need to attend every class. Your teams, again, will be working with or without you, and they'll often, I know as a professor, team members come tell me that the teammate is missing, so they will actually have it. You will actually participate in meeting actions between classes. Sometimes they'll dovetail quite nicely, and sometimes there might be contradictions between classes. What I'm looking for as a professor is I want to see you make those linkages between classes and verbalize those in class. But if something doesn't connect, if there's a disconnect, I want you to also verbalize it in class, because that's a critical learning moment for us. Throughout the semester, we ask to evaluate your peers' performance during particular assessment periods. So we know that when you first introduce your team at the end of the session, that's when the assessment period begins. That's when the making impression comes. And so you create an influence to different degrees in different classes about your assessments of your peers and how they learn. And you will attend the university because they're all holidays. In terms of next week's schedule, Monday classes because of a holiday will be on Wednesday. All right. Well, first what I want you to do is I want you to connect with someone to sit beside you and discuss the top 3 questions you have about everything I just discussed and the questions you included today in terms of what will this experience be like. In 2 minutes to discuss what your top 3 questions
Why not? That's like her shit. That's kind of cool sitting up there. We're all my I'd be like, hey, what's going on? I don't talk to guys. I just don't even know what to do. Who do I look at? You just gotta be like the fresh kind of have like I think that's it.
So I asked a group of former sophomores who are now juniors, who went through virtually an identical learning experience. And so they were in your shoes. They came to the kickoff meeting this time last year. They had probably very similar questions. And so I just want to give you an opportunity to sort of speak to the survivors of the sophomore year. So I want to have each person, you can come closer to it, take a moment to introduce yourself, where you're from, what your concentration is, and also what did you think about getting integrated? I would all think about started doing that. More integrated course, so we could talk about that. So, who wants to start? Anyone want to start? All right. Can you hear Evan? Can you hear in the back?
No.
So just remember.
Hey everyone, my name is Evan Malundra. I'm from New City, New York, and something we learned from the role.
Yeah.
Okay. Concentration. I'm a major in applied accounting and finance, and something I learned from the core. First, I guess what I really liked about the core was it was really like a synergy between all the courses. When you take them together and you have this project, it really puts it more and more than I think you just took them individually. So that was really cool.
Hi everyone, I'm Christina Reyes. I'm from Nanuet, New York, and I'm a major in business administration with a concentration in finance. And what I learned from the core was probably really how to present, because this was something that I was really bad at in the beginning. And then once I took business communication, that really helped me. So also the teamwork aspect, you work with your team, you really learn how to communicate with people, and that really does help you in the future.
Hi, I'm Irene Hartman. I'm from Syracuse, New York, and I'm majoring in marketing. I learned kind of the same thing as him, that all of your classes are really like influencing each other, and you'll understand marketing better and understand accounting and strategy better, and they just have a big influence on how you'll understand the class.
I'm Michelle Latini. I'm from Wallerman, and I'm a marketing major. My favorite part about the core was that you get a good base with every subject. So if you don't know what aspect of business you want to study, you get exposure to all of them, then you can make a decision from there.
I'm Andrew Pearson from Trumbull, Connecticut. I'm a finance major with a concentration in alternative investments. I guess my favorite part of the core was meeting people I felt like otherwise wouldn't. Our team got really close, and definitely learning with the team in business.
I have questions here from the email account, but I want to open it up to the floor. And Nick, if you get questions, go ahead and raise your hand. I can read them. All right, so questions from the floor. Who's going to be the daring person asking the question? How long is the presentation? I appreciate this technical question. 10 to 12 minutes. It'll go by very quick. I know it goes by very quick. So I just feel like it's like, no.
I guess the biggest challenge would be, I mean, you do research for an entire semester, so you absorb a lot of information about your company, and fitting that all into 10 to 12 minutes, I know it might seem like a long time, but it really isn't. You're going to be wasting more time just because you you have so many different things you can bring in at that point. So I think that was probably the biggest challenge.
Can you repeat the question?
Said, who did you present in front of? In the beginning rounds, you present in front of your class and all of your cohort professors. And then you move on to the end, you present in front of industry